Hi there, welcome back to Not Another Budgets. I'm Nicole, and on this channel I'm attempting to cash budget my way out of debt and fix several years of financial misbehaviour. And if that's something you're interested in following along with, please don't forget to stick around and check out the other content that I have for you on this channel. It means so much that you're here with me today. Now, this is not the video that I thought I would be putting out on a Friday, but as I am still doing my financial plans, and Friday is kind of the day that I'm setting for something that's not necessarily a budget recap or a Saving Sunday video, I thought that we would bring you up to speed with what's going on. Now, I am, as part of my planning and as part of getting set up for obviously the new financial state of affairs that will be kicking in September, I'm going through and I'm organising all of my envelopes and I'm getting everything planned and I'm rearranging my binders, and it's a real project. Now, I'm trying to not spend money where I don't need to. Now, obviously I have bought some savings challenges and things like that, so that, like, you've seen that happen. But as I've been going through and sorting out, I've been finding things. And one of the things I found was just this very plain binder, which, I mean, I got it on Vinted. There was an awful lot of the clear A6 envelopes, which was what I wanted, the A6 wallet things. And it was like £3 for the whole lot. And I was like, well, it's fine. I'll find something to do with this. And I was just sat here earlier today and I was looking at my setup and being like, oh, I don't really have anything that's a Christmas binder. I could maybe stick some stickers on this. And then I realised, I was like, oh, I have been sorting through my fabrics. And this is just a small fraction, but it is specifically the Christmas themed fraction of stuff that I am keeping. That I was like, well, hang on a minute, I've got a glue gun, I've got a binder, I've got lots of Christmassy prints and things. Why don't I see if I can cover this thing here, which is like suedette type thing. So there was lots of wonderful prints. This one was a strong contender, this one was a strong contender, and then so was this one here. But my Christmas has never been the most traditional in terms of style. I do like this kind of pink, alternative, foxy, silver, just something a little bit cute and Scandinavian. I don't know. So that's what this video is. This is a chat along and make with me while I attempt to cover this binder. I have my hot glue gun warming up here. And in terms of what I've already done to prep it, is I have removed the strip thing because I've got about 17 envelopes for Christmas, and that's because I really have like religiously broken down and separated everything just to try and keep me on track for Christmas. So there are a couple of little holes here, but those are going to be covered more than adequately with this. And then what I'm going to do in terms of fastening is I have this is probably going to jog this is probably not going to be able to be seen. I have a whole box, and that's just half a box of ribbon. So I'm hoping, beyond what I've already paid as a cursory thing for the binder, which I didn't really buy the binder for the binder, I'm hoping that actually I will end up with something that's a little bit nice and creative. So there will probably be a few transitions in this video where there'll maybe be some speed ups and stuff, but let's just get started. I think this is hot enough. So I know there are crafters in my comments and people who sew and things. Like, I have definitely gone through and started to cull and sort out my stash. It's going to be a very, very long process, but there are some things that I just can't bear to get rid of. I think it's because I know how much I paid for it originally, but also I think it's going to be quite expensive if I were to try and replace things like this in the future. I'm probably going to do this. There we go. So it's not 100% even. Stay. And some things I just love, like I bought them because I loved them. It's not even on either side, that's fine, because I'm going to fold the edges under. Let's do another little dot there. There we go. And just try and get this as secure as possible. I bought this because I like the robins are a real thing. They remind me of my mum. My mum, by her own admission, is like not an artist at all. But the only thing, like, she loves Christmas robins, so there's always a little drawn Christmas robin, which she says is the only thing she can draw in any of our Christmas stuff. So I always have had Christmas robin themed things, and I love it as a wonderful thing. So I've always got like multiple designs, and then it feels really strange like thinking about Christmas in August, but realistically, what is definitely clear when I've been doing my big plan is that September I'll be paying and buying Christmas presents in September. So realistically, I'm probably going to be doing quite a big cash stuffing, and then it's going to be pretty much spent. Like, I like getting Christmas out of the way quite early, so for me, like, I'll be going out that first weekend in September. But what I have done is I've tried to account for everything. I don't know if schools, for example, have multiple Christmas things that I might need to like cover and pay for in terms of like events, like themed days, how many staff meals do you have to go on and things like that. So there's all of that I've got to take into account. It feels really nice to be working with fabric again, actually. It's definitely my natural medium. Do excuse the cough. The humidity, because it is stormy and grey and can't quite make its mind up considering it's August in the UK, has just absolutely hit the roof today. So my lungs have gone, oh, hang on. Hi, guys. We're going to make sure you feel the pain of this. It's nice to be doing something creative that hopefully is not going to take me that long. I'm not going to be, if I do a part 2, it'll be a part 2 of me actually doing the envelopes themselves. I've got stickers and everything. Spent a little bit of my spending money and got some stickers for for savings envelopes. Yeah, that's a real big contradiction. But that's me, I guess. And what's really good to see is actually that little mark there is not going to be seen. I quite like these, and yeah, so now there's just all that other stuff that I've got to try and use up. Honestly, I've got so much fabric, and it's not all cotton. We're talking like really fine 100% linens, 100% like dress cottons, wool, like seriously nice wool. So let's just let that sit there. What I've done is I've tried to secure along the inside, and actually these are still going to be accessible, and that's where the other side of like that hole is. So what I'm intending on doing, in fact, let me just move those out of the way so I've got a bit more space. What I am intending on doing, I think, is just folding this and then just folding up like so, and just securing with the dots along the whole edge, I think. I mean, I know it's not really straight. I could probably cut a little bit off. Hang on. There we go. There we go. That's a little bit better. And that side is definitely not straight as well, but that's fine because I'm going to be turning it up and doing it this way. It's a shame actually that this peachy colour is not a colour match, but I can't. I'm just working with what I have, really. So let's get you secured under there. Let's hopefully slide and stick, please. And I think work out from the middle. And let's do that for the other end as well. So I have started, I'm about a third of the way through making my budget planner, and I've gone and I've decided I'm going to go for a 12-month one. But because of the size of it, I don't think I'm going to be able to order it off Canva, which is a little bit of a shame. So I'm going to have to like branch out and find somewhere else. And then I keep getting distracted and creating savings challenges. And I'm like, no, Nicole, that's not what we're meant to be doing. Like, there are plenty of other people out there that do that far better than you do, and who people need to give their money to. But it's, now that I've started creating more things for myself, it's very, very hard trying to like not go and monetize everything like I would. I like a bit of uniqueness. So that being said, as this is quite unique, if this is something you feel you would be interested in, as I have Christmas fabric, please let me know and I will see if it is something that I can creatively do. Oh, okay, that's just the cat investigating the cushion. I will see if it is something that I can creatively factor in August, because, you know, Christmas in the summer is where it's at. More importantly, August, like autumn in the summer, is more where my heart lies, but I can't have an autumn binder. I don't celebrate spooky season in the same way that the lovely Emily Budgets does, so therefore it is lost on me. When you work in costume for a decade, Halloween becomes the literal bane of your existence, because people spend far too much time trying to scam free detailed costumes out of you because, oh, you're a costume designer, you can make no, let's not finish that sentence if we want to be friends. So the thing is, I don't know how this is going to hold. Hopefully relatively well. So yeah, this is literally being filmed on the Thursday and it is going to be uploaded on tomorrow, on the Friday, the day you're seeing it. So in terms of how things have gone so far this week, if I just give you a little bit of an update, Sunday, Savings Challenge Sunday is going to come as usual. My dad, bless him, he's like trying to, he's decided at the age of nearing 60 that he's going to reinvest in all of the collectibles and the toys and the figurines that he gave away in his 30s because it wasn't cool to have them then, or in his teenage years where it wasn't cool to like those things. So he's decided to reinvest in things like that, which is fine. Do you know what? More like you do you, Dad. Wonderful. But he's only just discovered that Vinted sell these figures and these toys and these collectibles, and Vinted tends to be a place where actually if you want to shift something quickly and you take a loss and you sell it on Vinted, it will probably go. He doesn't have a Vinted account. Trying to get him to even like set one up at the minute is causing far more grief than it should, to be fair, because it's just too much for him to try and too much technology for him to try and get his head around. So he keeps sending me links to things and going, can you order this? I'll give you the cash when I see you. And I'm like, yeah, you're really you've got really high expectations of what cash I actually have in my account. So you're going to need to give me that cash first. It's fine. Yes, I'll use my account. It's fine. We'll use my ratings and things. That's all fine. And, oh goodness gracious me. He's there and he's sending me links to stuff. Oh, hang on. Me thing's gone a bit thingy. There we are. He's sending me links to things, and it's not cheap things, guys. It's like 50, 60 quid a pop, which, is fine. It's his money. You do you, boo. And I don't necessarily have that sitting in my account. The focus for August is cash flow, making sure cash flow is fine. Cash flow does not account for Dad's need to buy He-Man and Marvel and 1977 Star Wars toys and Planet of the Apes toys and things like that. So that's been happening. So then I've been getting the cash off him, or he's been giving me the cash and he's been paying it in. And the whole point I'm saying this in relation to Savings Challenge Sunday, guys, is because he gave me £5 in silver. He gave me £5 in 20s, 10s and 50p's. And I'm like, dude, my guy, where are my £2 coins, hon? I don't mind doing this, but like the holy grail of change are the £2 coins. I need my £2 coins if I'm going to do this for you. So he's under strict instructions. If he's going to give me stuff in change going forward, it needs to be £2 coins. And Mum has also been told to hang on to her £2 coins so that when I have my larger payments come through, I can change them up for £2 coins. Because they are, you know, the aforementioned holy grail for things, for penny savings. Certainly my penny savings challenges anyway. So there's at least £5 worth to stuff for Savings Challenge Sunday. And Vinted, I have to say, I have surprised even myself with how well it has been going. So if you don't follow me on Instagram, head on over there because I'm trying to do a little bit more kind of daily updates. I'm trying to do that as well a little bit more here, to be fair, but there might be things over on Instagram that I've not put up on here. Not on purpose, just because I'm absent-minded. And so as of filming on the Thursday, my Vinted total in terms of confirmed sales that is a pending balance is £160. My overall target for August is 200. So it's going incredibly well, and that is just a fraction of A, that I've got listed, and B, that I've also got to list. I've still got so much I need to list. It's not even funny. Everywhere I look, there is just stuff in piles for me to go through and to sort out, which is a good problem to have. And that's a really nice thing to see. I also managed to get off. I'm going to do a separate post about this when it's actually up and assembled. I'll do like an actual picture of it because I'm so pleased. My neighbour knew I was on the hunt for a bed frame and that it was something I was going to have to pay for this month, and she just said, oh, someone's giving away free house stuff on Facebook Marketplace. It might be worth looking to see what they've got. And I hit the jackpot, guys. I got an IKEA Malm bed, which is a double bed frame with 2 pull-out drawers underneath, worth about £300 in the colour that I want for free. I got a desk from IKEA worth about £70 for free. And I got a bedside table that matches the bed, worth about 45 to 50 for free. It's all flat packed. My dad is going to help me put it together, which he has said he's going to do on Monday. But I am absolutely buzzing because it's a quality that I was basically going to just buy a cheap £70 bed frame off Amazon. Facebook Marketplace is really, really hit and miss in my area. You either get some absolute gems or it is just businesses like trying to sell you custom made like furniture for thousands, basically. So thrilled, so thrilled. I did like spend a little bit of my personal money and got my neighbour a bottle of wine because I wouldn't have looked. And it was only her keeping an eye out without me realising that's what she was doing, that made the difference, really. So I'm thrilled, so thrilled. That's a saving of £70 that I had accounted for, obviously, in this month's budget, albeit to take place in part 2 of August, because my August is split into 2 months. And I'm just, there are some good eggs in the world, guys. I do believe that what you put out into the universe does come back to you in some way. Let's secure you there. And that's definitely happened, because it's the type, I mean, I would never have gone and spent £300 on a bed frame. It's something that I could never ever have justified at all. The desk is like useful, very, very useful to have. It gives me options. Gives me options to have it as like a dedicated school working desk in this room up here, and then can kind of do my creative-y, crafty, messy stuff on here. Um, yeah, I'm really like pleased with that. It's a good, that combined with the sales on Vinted, a little bit of stuff on other income as well. It's just been a nice start to August. So yeah, so I have made that £70 saving. I may choose to reinvest that in and use it as a startup pot if I ever decide to do something with the savings challenges that I'm creating, or the if I decide to take, Christmas covered binders any further. We will see. It may be something that chooses to happen there. I just want to make sure that's pulled nice. And why am I getting a little bit of a, okay, that's fine. If I take Christmas covered binders any further, guys, that might be something that I use to just reinvest and give myself a pot for. If I choose to do a giveaway for my year's anniversary, things like that, it's kind of a good little seed fund. I'm hoping, though, to be fair, because I am ahead on Vinted, I'm not going to stop selling stuff just because I'm almost at my target. I'm going to carry on like pushing it. The car boot we've booked in to do. I am I wouldn't say I have enlisted Dad. I told him I needed his car because it is twice the size of mine. He's one of these like types that likes his big cars. So I told him I needed his car, and I told him I'd buy him a coffee when I was there, and maybe one like figurine if he gave me his car and the wallpaper table. To like and the wallpapering table to put my stuff on. So yeah, my sister has just moved house as well, so she's going to come along. So between the two of us, we should have like, between my car and his car, we should have enough boot space for everything, and then enough people to like tag team and monitor the stalls. So that's not exactly equal there. This is where I get like really perfectionist, and it kind of ruins the aesthetic for me, because I just look at everything that's not going well, which is all of like the little glue things. So yes, I don't know. I'm like, I do want to get the Not Another Budget website up and running. If I sell, I would sell through there. I wouldn't sell through Etsy. Their fees are like, they're a great starting platform for people who have never run like an e-commerce business before, and it's a great way to drive customers that are existing and searching for your type of product. But goodness me, they do like to fleece you with their fees, and now the reserves and stuff that they're putting on people's accounts. Like when I left Etsy, it was going that way. This is a good like 18 months ago I came off Etsy. No, 2 years ago I came off Etsy. So it's just not not nice to see like genuinely hardworking sellers. So I do hope that no sellers in the budgeting community have been affected by reserves and holds and things, because it's not why you go into doing stuff like this. If you have a creative skill and you want to like monetize it and use it to help your finances, you should be able to do that and access your money, particularly as 9 times out of 10 when you start something creative, you are automatically out of pocket because you've already paid for supplies and tools and things. I mean, for me, I'm quite fortunate. I have a lot of crafting things already. Like I do have paper and the means to print and stuff, but myself, I would probably choose not to. To get it print things myself, I would probably outsource, just because it's time that I'm going to struggle to have. So we will see. Nicole at Not Another Budget may actually end up producing physical products, but it would be quite nice to pay for a domain name and get that website up and running properly rather than existing in its draft format. So I might, I allowed for that £70 for the bed in my budget. So if we continue to do well with Vinted, I will see if I can reinvest that in Not Another Budget in some way. It would be the first time really that I've been able to do so. So I am just mindful of that. Sadly, this is just a little bit too thick to go through my machine, otherwise I would have machine sewed it. Or machine sewed most of it anyway. My industrial sewing machine I sold off a long time ago. Well, 3 years ago. Unfortunately. There we go. There we go as well. That's that. Okay. Dry. We'll reinforce you. Let's just get you there. You're fine. So that is how we are currently looking. Not quite sure. That's the glue mark, that's okay. And now I need some ribbon. So gold is wrong, but we're on the right track. Silver is okay. Silver is a possibility. I found it. This is a bit more like hot pink satin than is currently showing up. And I have, geez, how much of this do I have? Okay, we're going with this, guys. So, I mean, it's not an exact match, but I don't care. I love it. It's fine either way. So we are going with... So the way this is going to work is I am going to secure this in the middle because I do have 17 binders. This is probably going to be a bit of a thicker binder. So the ribbon is going to wrap around like this, and then it will be able to be tied in a bow to whatever thickness is needed. And let's just give myself enough of a run. There we go. Okay, it's kind of sitting in the middle. Like that. There we go. Okay. Not quite straight, but that's fine. Right. Voila. So in half an hour, near enough, not including the ironing of the fabric, which even then, like, some of the folds were so stubborn they were not going to go, I have a Christmas binder. So this will be knotted like so, and if it needs to be like that thick with envelopes, it will still hold and be secure. I'm quite pleased with that. I quite enjoy. That's lovely, actually. That's happy feelings. That makes me quite happy. I could sit there and do a few of these in the evening, I think. Thank you so much for watching. If this is something you think you would be interested in, let me know and I will bear all of that in mind. If I do go ahead and do them, it would just be with whatever fabric I have here, so I wouldn't be doing any commissions or requests. But I like the idea of something unique. It wouldn't be as scrappy in terms of the corners as what I've done. This is just made for me, and I don't mind if that's the case. I'd take a little bit more time and a bit more care if it was something someone was buying from me. If this is something you think you would be interested in purchasing and having as part of your binder collection, please do let me know down in the comments below. I'm going to love you and leave you now. I will see you on Sunday for Savings Challenge Sunday with the £5 worth of silver, at least, that my dad has very helpfully contributed to the penny challenge. I will see you all soon. Have a lovely weekend. Bye bye for now.